Hey everyone, this is Nick with City Rockhounding, and today we're going to be going over our last week's haul of Railroad Chert. This is everything we found last week on the railroad. This is going to be fun and exciting. Spread it out a little bit. We won't cover all the pieces, but it's something I want to go over today. I think they'll be fun. So I guess the first thing I'd like to talk about is that we've been finding this stuff for 3-4 years now on the railroad from when we lived up north. And this stuff is beautiful. It's really special. I'm the one that gave it the name Railroad Chert. I always thought this material looked like chert. Super waxy. Really pretty. That black. That's awesome. Different variations of it. I like to find and bring home all the different variations, like this banded kind. Super pretty. I love it. And then there's other kinds, like this. See a little banding going through it even, which is really pretty. But we've been finding this for a while on the railroad, and I've always struggled to identify it or everything in it, because possibly that could be chert, but there's definitely a lot of other materials going on in here too, like the really pretty blue that we find on a lot of them. Not 100% sure what that is. I know a lot of it tumbles off, but it's still really cool. Great color, plus it glows under the UV light. Also, you get these really cool swirl patterns. They're super pretty. Love that. They look really cool. It's kind of an all-in-one. The blue. Cool mix of material. And some of them, even like this one, it's got a little pyrite going on it, in it. That's gorgeous. And the green, if I'm not mistaken, malachite, if I'm saying that right. Probably wrong anyways. But either way, still a different mix of material that I always find in them, which is really cool too. But for the main reason why I brought everyone here to kind of go over what this material is. My good buddy Sean with Outdoor Ventures with Fade has been helping me for quite some time trying to identify this stuff, throwing out great ideas and suggestions. I've definitely, I think he figured it out on this last one here. Under the UV, you can tell that some of them glow a really pretty color, which is really cool. Kind of like that one there. That's cool. Really pretty. And the different variations of material too. They have a different color. Really see the cool patterns in that one. That's neat. I really love this stuff. We get the light kicked on back on here. So, banded chert is formed through an accumulation of silica from either biological or a chemical process, often settling in these really cool layers between the light and the dark colors, which forms from either seasonal or chemical change, which is really cool. Over time, the silica recrystallizes and consolidates into layers of dense microcrystallized rock. And that's what makes up banded chert. Which leads me next to what Sean was talking about. The metamorphic rock comes from existing rocks that are subject to extreme heat and pressure, created when extreme heat and pressure change the original rock into a new type of rock, which come in two forms, foliated and non-foliated. Foliated metamorphic rocks have the layers or bands, and non-foliated does not. Some examples of a metamorphic rock are when shale turns into slate, or turns into schist, or turns into gneiss, or like when sandstone turns into quartzite, or when limestone turns into marble. So that brings me to the next one, which is a metamorphic rock, gneiss, a high-grade metamorphic rock, characterized by its distinctive bands or layered appearance, typically composed of dark and light materials. So again, you'll get that cool kind of layered look to it there, which is really neat. All the different variations of it here. Some of them better examples than others. But you can at least see the host rock around it on a lot of them. Kind of see that cool blend or mix, which is really pretty. That metamorphic right there, I think. Definitely. Really cool formations. Makes sense. How cool. Which next then leads me to chert, which is a sedimentary rock, but it can be found in a metamorphic rock, where it's actually then called metachert. I've never heard of that until recently. During the metamorphism, chert recrystallizes, forming a hard, non-foliated rock known as quartzite. As its mineralogy of chalcedony doesn't change. Super pretty. That one's got a little pyrite in it too. Cool. But its sedimentary features are altered by pressure and deformation, which is super cool. Which really makes me wonder, is it a mix of all of it? Is it metachert? Is it banded chert? Is it banded metachert? Is it a metamorphic rock? Is it gneiss? So a little bit of all of it together. Is it chert and gneiss? What are your thoughts? I kind of covered a lot there. Kind of a little bit of all over the place, and some of it might not even have been that clear. So, but let me know your opinion on what you think this stuff is. And if it is something other than chert, do you think we should change the name of it? What would you call it? Is it worth changing the name now that everyone knows what it's called, railroad chert? Or should we call it what it really is now? Gneiss chert? Meta chert? Railroad chert? Let me know your opinion. Have an awesome day, everyone. I really appreciate you. And thanks for coming along.